Hello. In this lesson, we'll get a 10,000-foot view of Fundraise's campaign site editor and peer-to-peer page management tools. Before we dive in, let's learn exactly what a campaign site makes possible. Campaign sites are standalone fundraising microsites that can be completely customized to match your brand and your campaign strategy. Campaign sites can be configured as a single-page donation campaign or a complete peer-to-peer website that can host thousands of individual fundraising pages. As you'll soon see, campaign sites are one of the most powerful fundraising features available in Fundraise's platform. Okay, let's dive in and get started. Campaign sites can be accessed from your platform side menu. When you click on Sites, you'll see a few sections: Sites and Pages. Sites is where you'll build and design your fundraising websites. Pages is where you'll manage your fundraisers' pages. First, let's take a quick peek at Sites. Here, you can create a new site or click in to edit any of your existing sites or click to visit one of your live sites. If you've archived sites, you can also view your archive sites through the Action menu in the List header. Later in this video, we'll click in to create a new site. In Pages, we can segment and manage individual pages on our campaign site. Here, we'll see any page that has a goal, which includes your site's homepage, individual fundraiser pages, and team fundraising pages. You can click into a fundraiser's page to view their details, or click directly to access the fundraiser's live page. Let's say we wanted to create a list of individual fundraising pages that have reached their goal. We can add a filter for page type equals fundraiser, and progress to goal is above or equal to 100%. If we apply these filters, we'll be viewing just individual fundraisers that have reached their goal. Using page filters, we can create all sorts of custom segments. We can also save this list so it's available for our entire team. We just need to enter a list name and then select Save in the Table Actions menu. Your saved list will appear in the List tab. You can also export a custom list of pages by selecting Export CSV from the Table Actions menu. All right, now that we have a good understanding of both sites and pages sections, let's jump back to our site section and create a new site to learn more about Fundraise's site editor. To create a new site, click New Campaign Site. We'll enter a campaign name, which appears publicly, so we'll want something clear, like Animal Adoption Campaign. Next, we'll enter a goal amount. Let's go for $10,000. We can also set a campaign end date, which may be helpful for internal tracking. If you're using Fundraise's Facebook fundraiser integration, this date will also be passed to Facebook as the fundraiser end date. Next, we'll customize our campaign site URL. This is your free SSL secured campaign site web address. It's best to keep this short and related to your campaign. Let's try animal adoption. It's important to note that your campaign site URL cannot be changed once your site is created. So you'll want to double check your URL customization before creating your site. If you prefer a completely custom site domain, you can add a custom domain by contacting Fundraise's technical support team after you've created your site. You can also start your campaign using a previous site as a template. When you start with a previous site template, you'll copy over content and design theme settings from the selected campaign site. It's good to know that you can also select an archive site as a template. Here, you can enable peer-to-peer features when creating your site. You can also activate these features anytime after creating your site, and we'll cover peer-to-peer fundraising features in another lesson. So for now, we'll leave peer-to-peer toggled off. Okay, let's create this site. After creating your site, you'll land on the Site Editor, which is a full-screen live preview editor. Our site is populated with example content and has pre-built design themes, but we can edit all of these details. For example, we can click in to edit the header text, change the theme variation for a section, or add an entirely new section. In future lessons, we'll dive deeper into each of these actions. For now, let's get acquainted with the editor features. In the top bar, we can access page templates we want to edit. For this campaign, we only have one page, our home page. If we had peer-to-peer features activated, we'd have access to edit a few more page types, for example, the fundraiser's page template. It's good to know that we can also create custom pages to host on our campaign site, which might be helpful for a frequently asked questions page or other supporting content. In the Actions menu of the page selector, we can access templates that can be applied to this page. Templates are pre-built content sections and are a great way to jumpstart your campaign site build. It's important to know that templates will replace all of the content on your page, so you'll only want to apply a template at the beginning of your page build. A template only applies content. Your site's design themes are not impacted by a template. All right, and to the left of the top bar, we can access our site's design themes, our site's giving form, and our site's overall settings. We can also access a quick link to view our live public site. But of course, our site is not yet live because we haven't published it. In Themes, we can control the fonts, colors, and design details for our site. We'll cover themes in detail in another lesson. Each site has its own default giving form. Here, you can edit the design and settings for your site's default donation form and automated donation receipts. In your universal settings, you can access general settings, peer-to-peer settings, and advanced settings. Advanced settings is where developers can add custom code to the head of your site, for example, custom CSS or marketing analytics tracking scripts. And finally, in our top bar, we can save and publish any changes we've made. Clicking Save will save any changes right here in our editor, but it will not publish those changes to our live public site. To publish any saved changes, we'll need to click Publish, which is only available when there are unpublished saved changes. A note on publishing changes. It can take a few minutes for your changes to appear globally. If you don't see your changes on your live site after a few minutes, you're likely viewing a local browser cache of content. Try hard refreshing or clearing your browser's cache to see the most updated changes. Moving down from the editor top bar, we can access our site's top navigation, where we can edit the navigation display and theme settings, as well as the logo, site title, sharing options, and button options. Down the page, we can edit the sections that make up the page's body. In our next lessons, we'll dive deeper into many of these tools. See you soon.